Hey everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Let's Create Together. And I've done some work in here. It is not complete, you know, judging by the big hole and the extremely blank wall. More blank holes. Yeah, I didn't want to just fill this with stuff. Because you never know what you might need. I was trying to save room for small contraptions, kind of like this, that I might want in here at some point, but I did go ahead and build this bedroom. That being said, I have second guessed myself. So this bedroom actually, well, I was going to show something outside, but it's raining, so we'll wait for the rain to stop. Okay, rain stopped. So that bedroom actually sticks out right here. You can see the bookshelves, and I just kind of placed these stones here to cover it up. Bad cover-up job, but it gave me an idea. I really disliked having to walk all the way around when I was working up in this area. As much as I really prefer that to be the main entrance, and I don't want this to become the main entrance. Even though I think this building's growing on me more than that building. But I don't want this to be the main entrance. But maybe we can do a side entrance. Right here. Like, you know the houses that have basements or whatever that have an entrance from the outside? How you walk down, that's me walking downstairs from outside. I know it's bad. But yeah, you would walk down, or I think it's like some places in New York. I'm thinking about How I Met Your Mother and some of their bars. You'd walk downstairs to get into the bars. So maybe we have something like that here and move the bedroom. Maybe move the bedroom from here to here is the first thought I had. But again, I kind of want to save this area. The one area that doesn't really have a purpose is right here. So I can't do anything with this line because that's exterior. I think this is ground level. Yep. And then these two are wide open. I just have some glowstone down there for lighting. Now that means we have room to play. It might be better to kind of carve some of this out and turn it into the bedroom. Maybe. And yeah, make this the stairway. I think that'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this down and maybe get a pathway in place. Okay, we are back, and before I show you the doorway, let me show you this little thing. I came up with this idea. I'm not too much a fan of this girder. It seems a little low, blocking a bit of the windows, so I might go ahead and change this. This was just hey, I have some spare blocks. Let's see what we can do. And yeah, it's making a good spot to put the bed. I think my bed will permanently be over here somewhere. I just probably need to rework around it. Now, the door... Oh, I left my clipboard on the wall. We'll move that later. Ta-da! So instead of a bed and stuff, we have this. And it turned out to be a little bulkier than I originally planned on it. But I think it turned out pretty well. Now, we might have buildings and stuff here, so I didn't get too detailed because I need to be able to mold this for whatever we end up putting over here. So, yeah, everything is kind of, I don't know how, I don't want to say temporary, but yeah, penciled in. We'll use penciled in until we figure out what goes over here. Yeah, so now I have a secondary entrance to the base, which is nice when I'm working over in this direction, which we're gonna do. So the big thing I wanted to work on in this episode is over this way, and man, the frames take a hit when I walk through here. I think when I pass the bee farm, it should yeah, it goes right back up. But we're gonna work over here. Oh, I was like, what is that? I forgot. It's probably the wheat and seeds. So we have the mob spawner farm over here, which works awesome, except for these. Carl, I think these have stopped transmitting the real tally because I'm pretty sure there's more than 3 bows in this system. But this thing works great, but now I'm wanting to do blazes. My first thought was to just put blazes in here and not worry about anything else. And that would work, but it's a little simple. So what I'm going to do is build another farm next to these over here. Carl has started clearing this little area out for me. It is obviously not gonna be enough, but this is kind of the area where we want it. So I have an idea for a little bit of a blaze farm. So what I'm gonna do is just get the area, the size we need dug out, and then I'll come back and try to describe what's gonna happen. Okay, so I skipped over the section where I expanded this. There's like 2 clips where I was talking about how the size of the room. The size of the room doesn't matter. What matters is the machine, which I found does not work like I thought it would. The big thing, so how it's working, let's say, okay, yeah, I forgot. While it's spinning, it's very hard to get up here. So let's just do this. Okay. So, we're going to have spawners up here. These little blades are actually going to extend up the height of the room. So they're not going to just be one tall. It'll be much higher. Ooh, which makes me think that's going to cause issues here. So technically, these blades stick into the wall. Actually, no, you know what? I can fix it. Got it. So, the blazes, they will spawn on the glass floor, they're going to get pushed around by the blades, and they're going to end up, basically when the blades spin, it pushes the mobs to the outside of the room. Then they're going to get here, and they're going to fall in where I have fans. The problem is, I thought fans worked through conveyor belts. It doesn't seem that they do. These are important because they're going to keep the blaze from floating up. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering, is it because I had shafts there and they don't work through shafts, but they'll work through belts? Let me see real quick. No. See, the sucking animation went away. Okay, so I guess it doesn't work through fans, which is strange because I'm 90% sure I've seen it work through fans. Maybe it's just blowing? Maybe the blowing works through the fans, but not the sucking, which is gonna be difficult because my whole plan was to just murder the blazes on the belts. So that way the belts can just take the items and run it to this side of the room to over here where I'm gonna have a storage container. So that means I need to come up with a better way to store things. Oof. And if they don't work through belts, I kind of doubt they're going to work through other items. What I could do is put more fans, maybe like in this wall, that blow that direction. Granted, that's going to kind of push the blazes up against this wall, but I can have funnels and stuff picking it up that way. It's an idea. What I want to do now is kind of get the room decorated enough. We're not going to move the spawners until the room's like done, because that's going to be a pain in the butt, just like we did over in the mob farm. So I want to get this room decorated. I think I'm gonna play with some bricks, preferably the blue bricks. I had fun dealing with those with the cow farm over in Carl's area. I think they're very pretty, so I think we're gonna do some blue bricks, maybe some basalt and dark oak. Yeah, let me decorate and then we will come back. All right, we are back, and I have the farm practically done. There are some missing glass pieces and stuff, and that's just out of the way while we are trying to get these spawners in place. So you can see the 2 industrial iron blocks right there. that's where our spawners will be housed. Like I said, we're trying to get 2 of them. And yeah, you'll see how this farm's getting the name Blaze Blender. It's so cool. It's the dumbest cool farm I think I've ever built. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Obviously there's glass pieces missing in the middle. Again, that's just to give me room to work. We'll fill it in when we get the blazes in here. And yeah, so you can see we have redstone lamps in there. But they're technically not putting out light. They're just staying in the on texture stage for some weird reason. But when we stop the farm, they do actually turn on. So there's a lot of lamps in here. We're trying to make sure we get above light level 12. Well, it's really 11 or above to stop blazes from spawning and killing us and all that good jazz. But you can also see on these guys, there's these little nubs, and it's for these corners. Now you can do a round room and you won't have to do those nubs. I don't like doing that. I wanted a square room, so I've put these nubs, and you can see we've got a copycat panel because when this thing spins, it'll leave a hole in the wall, and I don't want the blazes to see out. But there are nubs on all 4 of these that keep the blazes moving. It doesn't allow them to get stuck in the corner. I'm gonna tell Carl to turn this on real quick. So you can watch me move around and see how the farm works. So if I'm a blaze and I just spawned in, the farm whips me around, I get pushed to the outside, and I fall in this hole. Perfect. Beautiful. So yeah, we'll be able to kill blazes in this little chamber down here. Their drops will fall into this. This is just kind of a backup filter funnel thing. In case too many items are coming through, they'll come down through and they'll get put into here, and then we're gonna have some depots and stuff here to dispense everything, but I'm not too worried about that now. I am worried about getting these spawners in here. Now I have tasked Carl, because he is willing to help on this farm. I've got to step away for a little bit. He's gonna do the logistics of getting the blazes ready to come in here. Next time I come back, we're gonna start moving spawners. I'm so worried about this part. Yeah, this looks very confusing, Carl, but I'm gonna trust you.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Seems to be the saying.
Well, you know, I'm just that kind of guy. Right,
Oh, you're gonna give me the stuff. Alright, showtime?
Showtime! It should be under the spawner.
Yep. Yep. This ain't gonna work, Carl.
Why?
Because you have it on an angle. It has to be flat. There. Yeah, so what are we trying to do now that we've got it here?
Okay, so what we need to do now is get it attached to this train.
Okay.
With glue. So what I need to do is go in here, dismantle the train. Now we can glue it to that train. It will activate, but when we press, if you click on here and press assemble train at the bottom, it will assemble the train with the spawner because we've glued it to it.
Okay.
And the spawner will go into its mode like it is now.
But we have to take it off the contraption first.
Yes, because a minecart, even if you glue it to the train, will fall off.
Okay. So that means we kind of need to, like...
Where's this gas?
Yeah, no, it's kind of annoying.
Shut up!
Alright, so... I've got this. Why can't I...
Okay.
Why can't I put a lever on it? There it goes.
Probably
So
the torch somewhere.
if we get the contraption into there... Oh no, I need to lower it down by 1. No, that's right. Get the contrap... No, I'm being dumb. It's late. It won't let me...
What you can do is...
It won't let me put a block down there. I'm trying to get the spawner at the height of that.
I think what you can do is you can push the minecart contraption fucking hell onto
Okay,
that.
so I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, hang on. Forget it. I was trying to put the spawner level with the train, but obviously we can't do that. So we're gonna have to put a block underneath the spawner to glue it as soon as I take it apart.
So if we push the minecart contraption onto the train where it is there, onto the train casing, unshackle it and then break the minecart, the spawner will stay where it is.
Yes.
And then we can just put a block underneath it. So you want that to be actually on the train. There.
Okay.
That should work.
Hang on. Let me put a block to stop it so it doesn't roll. Okay.
Where's my furnace minecart when I need it? Okay. Oh dear. Right. I have glue.
Okay. Well, you tell me when you're ready to glue.
Yep.
And I'll disassemble, and then I'll run over, and when you say glued, I'll hit the assemble.
Cool.
Ready?
Yep. I need a block underneath it.
I thought you were handling that, Carl.
Is that right? Glued.
Okay.
Okay.
Overly stressful.
Pigman on the track.
Nice.
Okay. Now I need to go all the way up to here, and then if I come back and hit space, it'll take me to the train station, which means we can now use this train station to disable it, to get it back, but we need to get the track up to there, ready to put the minecart and the contraption under it to get it back onto this Road Pro.
I would not say that at all.
Of course we are.
Actually, you know what I should be doing?
Yeah. Oops. Oh.
See, this is what I need the minecart contraption thing, Carl. One more time.
One more time.
Come on, Carl. Got so
This isn't the hard bit.
Yeah, I've got so much editing I'm gonna have to do of us just messing up pushing a minecart.
The train was the hard bit.
Okay.
I literally can't do this. Yeah.
Done.
Nice.
Okay.
Do we want to go get the other one?
Yes, but that means we have to dismantle this one. And we're gonna find out if the light levels are actually good enough.
Well, It's open.
Yeah. Oh, you can't wrench a minecart. I did not realize it. Oh, it spawned.
Oh dear.
Um.
So, if we turn it on, it should work.
I mean, you should. But then again, I said that should have been enough light level anyways.
You did say
Yeah, let's go. Oh god. I'm so nervous.
that. Oh,
Oh, something's wrong.
we have stuck people.
Okay. So I think... Oh well, okay. Do I not have a good sword? I do have a good sword. It's just... There we go. I mean, technically it's working. How many of them are getting stuck? Yeah, some of them are like really getting stuck in the corners. All right, so yeah, this farm's kind of a fail. In all honesty, I gave it about a 50-50 chance if it was gonna be any good. Oh look, it's starting to rain again. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to rip it out. I was gonna be okay if it wasn't the most efficient, but the efficiency is so bad, it's not worth keeping. So the only thing that's actually worth keeping is probably this bottom half section of it. The fans aren't great, but we discovered when you crank them up to a faster speed, they do a pretty good job of holding the blazes down. Basically, when there's like a stack of 20 of them, one might fly up, whereas like if you have a stack of 5 of them, one might fly up. So we'll keep this bottom section. I need to get in there and disable the spawners. I think what I'm going to do is trade with our villagers to get a ton of glowstone, take invisible potion and fire protection potions, and just kind of like spam a bunch of glowstone at the top. I know there's a rectangular design you can do to disable the spawners. Go ahead and rip this top half of the farm out, and we're probably going to put belts in there. I didn't want belts. I wanted to do something different, but it's pretty obvious belts are the way to go. It's the easiest solution. And I mean, technically we could just throw the spawners in here, but this farm works so good as it is. And plus we have a functional room up here. And because we have trouble with getting the light level correct, that means anytime someone uses the mud farm, these guys will start spawning blazes. And that's kind of absurd. So keeping it over here out of the way in the corner is probably the best idea. So, yep, I'm going to get set up and rip this all out. Matter of fact, this episode's already longer than I wanted it to be. I edited, like, the moving the spawner part probably feels a little jerky, because that was like 2.5 hours of footage. So, I had to get 2.5 hours of footage to like 5 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to just kind of come back when I have the belt farm in. It's not going to be anything crazy. So, yeah, I'll be back. All right, we have a finished farm, and I'm actually excited about this. I know I was complaining about belts and stuff and saying it's kind of boring. Oh, look, a Carl's over here working. But, ta-da! Gotta give Carl a little credit. He's doing a lot of the decoration, and he's building an elevator to get up. So we have a train station. Let's free cam real quick. We have a train station up here that has a couple levels, including a track building area and stuff. So he's building an elevator up there. Originally, we were going to put stairs over here, but it was a little cramped. So we're going to do an elevator. But yeah, check it out. So yeah, glowstone's not pretty, but it's nether themed. And this is the cool part. When you do this, they pull into the wall. They kill whatever blazes get stuck in the wall. And yeah, farm turns on. The blazes don't fly out. The power, or the rotational force, is set to like 128. So that's enough to keep the blazes down. We were talking about that in the last clip. And yeah, the only problem is I made this a 2x2, so it's a little hard to hit the guys in the back. And our XP kind of gets stuck in there. But yeah, whenever you're done with the farm, you boop, and it comes out. I think this was me. So what I was trying to do, let's go ahead and kill these guys real quick because they're loud and annoying. Yeah. Okay, so what I was trying to do was lower these down so the XP could come out and you can grab it. But it wasn't working. I'm having issues with glue and sticky pistons and stuff. There's a couple things when redoing this farm I found odd. So I took invisibility potion and fire resistance potion, and neither one of them worked. Like, I was getting caught on fire and I about died a couple times. The invisibility potion, okay, like I can understand. If I get too close, there's a chance I'm gonna get seen. So I understand that part. But the fire potion, like, yeah, I was straight up burning. So not the best. But anyways, you can get, can I get in here and let's grab these because I can show part of the farm. Here we go. Okay, you get your blaze rods out of here. You get your skulls out of here. Now, it does drop skulls. we got 2 of them, but I haven't gotten any since. I got that blaze rod. You'll see in the outro. I did an outro clip where I'm farming these guys. I got up to 2,500 blaze rods without another head. So yeah, and then this guy right here, you can just boop. And yeah, you can also put a filter on here, say no heads, no blaze rods, if you accidentally throw something in there, and then switch the thing, and it allows you to pull items back. So yeah, I really like this room. There's nothing done to the entrance, as you saw when we walked in. I just honestly didn't have time and didn't have an idea. And that's kind of, if I had an idea, I probably would have fitted in there, but I just didn't. I'm going to ask Carl about this and the glue and lowering it down, why my idea wasn't working there. Maybe he can tell me what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, check it out. I am super happy with this. Yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next one, I'll see you later. Bye.
sCreateTogether.